News now from Jamaica. At least one public sector union body has signed a new wage agreement with the government. On Tuesday, the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions JCTU officially signed off a new wage deal for a 2-year period commencing April 2015 to March 2017. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips described the occasion as historic. He commended workers for their continued support to the current economic reform program.
The Economic Program Oversight Committee emerged out of a meeting that we had, which included the trade union leadership. And they insisted at that time that the government make a commitment that whatever were the commitments in the program, that they needed assurance that the government would stick to those commitments. And out of that, among other things, came the decision to establish the Economic Program Oversight Committee, which includes trade union leadership and includes also representatives of the private sector and civil society groups.
Meanwhile, Dr. Phillips said the current wage deal will impact the budget. He says some adjustments will have to be made.
The agreement, if I say so myself, will end up costing the budget more than we had assigned in the budget. At the same time, the unions have got less than they would have considered ideal and which their members would have wanted. On our part, we will have to look at what aspects of the budget will have to be postponed, if not completely abandoned, because ultimately, as I have said on many occasions publicly, we have to tailor our expenditures as a country to meet the available resources.
Vice President of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, Helene Davis White, said the deal culminates what has been a tedious process.
I think that we would get to this point, because when you thought you had solved one problem, then another came up. And that is all in the spirit of good negotiations. So that the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, very early in the day, wanted to ensure that this negotiating period was one in which our members would recognize and be able to enjoy the promise that had been made when we signed the agreement of 2012-2015, that we would not be asked to endure another wage freeze in this period that would have followed. And so we can say that that is a promise that has been kept, because we are not enduring another wage freeze.
For her part, Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller says the government will continue to honor the sacrifices of workers.
I know very well the tremendous sacrifices being made by the people of Jamaica as we strengthen the economy and work to secure economic growth with equity, social inclusion, and job creation. I'm grateful, especially to all our public sector workers, for your patience, sacrifices, and loyalty